chemistry, so that the designers and scientists are trying to think of longer, bigger molecules by cutting the smaller molecules, by dividing them, they're becoming a chain molecule kind of thing. It is now finding its use. So there are cases, even rubber technology has found a new use for this Mobius strip example. So this is another example, this is an example of invention is the mother of necessity. And I think most of you know that even a few years ago, somebody, a famous computer scientist, said that the maximum memory a person, a scientist, would require is 612 kilobytes, or maybe 1 megabyte. And you know what kind of megabyte and gigabyte we are talking of today. When the Beatles started singing and playing their guitars with their music, famous musicians say, guitar is outdated, nobody's going to listen to guitar music anymore. When the first silent movies became talking movies, the #1 production house said, what the hell, who is interested to listen to the actors talking? So all kinds of mental blocks are gradually removed, there is no end to it. There were some suggestions that for greening the areas, let cows or dogs and horses have some seeds, not digestible, put into their food or feed, so that when they defecate, the ficus would contain those seeds, and the seeds will propagate. These are creative ideas. Somebody came up with an idea that the dog feed should be given an agent in such a way that when they do the poo, it will glow at night so that you don't step on that. I don't know whether it has been activated. Next. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Right. No. Skip. Next. Go back. I hope most of you know this. This is a familiar number. It's called Ramanujan's number. 1729, and lying in a hospital bed, he said to Professor Hardy that it's a peculiar number. Do you know, Professor? It is a single number which can be expressed in 2 different ways at 2 different sums, 10 cube and 9 cube, and 1 cube plus 12 cube. All of you, most of you know this. 1729 is a single number. And that person, Ramanujan, unexplainable today, how could he, just by listening to this number, say this on a hospital bed, not that he had memorized it? I don't know how he did it. There is no methodology for this one. But he was an untrained mind. He was in love with mathematics. He was passionate about mathematics. Next one. It might be a difficult one. Next one. It might be a difficult one. I put it, the name of the slide, as Does God Exist? Because when Ramanujan was asked that how could you do this, he said, God said this. So that's not the scientific answer, but it cannot be explained in this way. What is it? This E has a value of 2.71828, blah, 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 blah. Pi, 22 by 7, is a very simplification. Actually, pi goes for 1,000,000 digits without any repetition. 3.1415999, blah, 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 blah. And this particular e to the power of pi root over 163, Ramanujan proved that this is a full integer. These are not irrational numbers. And he said that would be an integer like this. Now, who told him this? I don't know. How did he arrive at this? I don't know. There was no mathematics class to teach him this. So when he was asked, how could you find this? He said, God told me this. I don't want to explain. Next. Now comes your task. You can take a little bit shift of your chair position so that you can look. First. There is no competition, but anyway, next. Curious connections. I want to tickle your brains. All of you think. If there is no answer from these 5 experts here, or the volunteers here, I would ask for hands. How would you connect a lock, tala, with hepatitis? Think freely. Forget about your school science. Forget about physics, chemistry, mathematics. A lock and hepatitis. Yes. It's a liver. Possibly you, I don't know. I don't want to find out you. It's liver. Lock has a liver, L-E-V-E-R. Hepatitis attacks your liver, L-I-V-E-R. I want to narrate a funny story after this, because when I was doing this quiz and this one appealed to me, and all the experts from standard 9, 10 in a famous school in Jamshedpur failed to answer, there was a class 8 student, she stood from like her, she stood and said, sir, it's liver. I said, wonderful, congratulations, big hand, fine, big hand. But the funny thing is, when I was taking tea after the session quiz was over, the English teacher came to me and said, sir, this liver is L-I-V-E-R and that liver is L-E-V-E-R. I said, thank you, madam, I didn't know this. Thank you. Thank you for telling me the spelling. I didn't know that they are differently spelled. Anyway, jokes apart. Next. Chain and 6th August 1945. Chain and 6th August 1945. Think freely. No physics, no chemistry, no mathematics. I can see a hand here. Hey, it should come quickly. I don't want the same hand. I want somebody else to volunteer. Good, all the experts here, all the volunteers. What happened on 6th of August, 1945? 6th August, 1945. Hiroshima. Then, even then you can't do this. Yes. Chain reaction, nuclear chain reaction. Chain reaction, and that is why they are connected, this 6th August, apparently disconnected. My point of picking up these funny, weird examples are, think freely. Think freely. Next. Sky and computing. This should be. Cloud computing, that's right, cloud computing, good. Next. Next. Milk and plastic. I have already explained that one. Next. बड़े हमारा हाथ तक देखिए जिससे नेक्स्ट पूरा हाथ उठाएगा तो नेक्स्ट क्या हुआ right. Glass and seashore. Glass and seashore. Glass, sand, okay, and sand is basically silica. That's it. Silica. Seashore sand. That's right. Bhavika. Good. Very good. Next one is easy. Very well. It's your turn. Kitchen and hydrocarbon. Yes. Gas. Which gas? What is the full form? That's it. LPG, hydrocarbon, CH. Right, next. Buoyancy and gold. Archimedes, I heard that. Buoyancy and gold is Archimedes. Fire and a past president of India. Yes, why it is fire? Wings of fire. That's the name, wings of fire. My point of giving these weird examples is to just give a pura bhatka to your brain so that you should be able to think this way. This is a way to prosper and to find opportunities. Next. This is just a quotation, not a quiz. You can sit back. One doesn't discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore. Leave out your soft corners. Try to think differently. Not for your school exams, definitely. Your teachers may not appreciate that. Be careful. So, whenever there is an opportunity of thinking freely, thinking fresh, leave out your soft corner. Go for a different kind of thought process. Next. It is when we are given choice that we sit with the gods and design ourselves. Choice of career, choice of subject, choice of profession, ambition, we design ourselves. God only comes into being when we decide for ourselves what we want to do. What is written there on the right-hand side bottom? Discovery, is it? Bhavika, you just move a little bit, you can see that. Is it discovery? No, this is Possibilities, yeah, possibilities. These are possibilities. Next. What concerns me is not the way things are, but rather the way people think things are. There was a doctor's chamber. He's a storyteller, no person. There was a doctor's chamber where a person enters, and he found that everyone in the chamber, drinking coffee, reading newspaper, talking on mobile, playing on smartphone, is in his underwears. So the person got a shock. He looked, he waited, there was nobody to ask. Why the doctor? He is not a physician or a surgeon to check why they are in underwears, undergarments. All the males, they were there. The gentleman didn't ask anyone, he just entered and he took off his pants. Because he thought it is safe to be in line with what others are doing. Second example. A lady was waiting in front of an elevator or a lift, you call it, going for the 13th floor. She was on 4th floor. She opened the elevator and she found as she entered that everyone was facing the rear of the lift. She couldn't ask anyone. She entered, she faced the back of the lift and he went up. She went up. Again, the same question is following what others do. It is necessary at times. You cannot design your own ways every time. But then again, this is often, people think this is the situation, I don't want to disturb it. Next. A question that often drives me hazy. Am I crazy or are the others crazy? It was none other than Albert Einstein who said that. And what does it say at the right-hand side? Stimulation. Right, stimulation. Leave a little bit of a gap there so that stimulate the thought process. You should find out the things that stimulate you. Next. Now, you have done all of the 5. Here. Crack the codes. First one. Just stop. 100. What does Y and C mean? 100 means Y in a C. Yes. Tell me. Years in a century. That's right. Years in a century. Next. 366. Days in a leap year. Next. 206. Bones in a human body. Bones in a human body. Slow. 3. C in NF. C in NF. 3. C for Calcutta. In NF. N for Nagpur, F for flower. 3 means C in NF. Good. Come on, at least something which has probably all these brains put together. And if I tell you that I can predict the sound would be ish kind of thing. Colors in national flag. Colors in national flag. Yes. Next. 11. P in a CT. 11 players in a cricket team. That's right. 11 players in a cricket team. Next. 72. Why since I? Years since independence. That's right. Years since independence. Good. Next. 7. I think this is the last one. S in a H. Good one. Yes? What did you say? 7? 6? No. S in a H. S in a H. 7 means S. 7 sides. 7 sides. No, it is not 7 sides. There are 5 or 10. It's not 7 senses. We have 5 plus 5, 10. Come on. Think in terms of geometry. 7 sides of a heptagon. 7 sides of a heptagon. That's right. Please clap. That's it. 7 sides in a heptagon. 52. C in a 52 cards in a pack. That's right. 52 cards in a pack. That's right. You can turn back. Card pack. Yes. My dear friends, young students, never in your life, never in an interview, never in an UPSC exam or in joint entrance, these questions will be asked. I can guarantee you. Never. But the very fact that all of you took part and you felt excited, it means that you are tickling that part of the brain which is having fun. This is having fun. And once your learning is coupled with fun, your learning is excellent. Next. Basic things we all know, I believe. Velcro was designed from a problem of a dog getting his fur attracted to some kind of natural product. Loop and the hook arrangement of a Velcro came from a dog and a person whose trouser and the dog's fur was getting hooked by some kind of product from a tree. Spikes in sport shoes came from the idea of proper grip of a cheetah, the tiger that leaps and gets the best grip with the nails. Polar bear, the fiber, the fur on the polar bear gave the concept of optical fibers. And snake viper, his ability to see in the dark, gave the concept of infrared camera. Nature, what you can't see because of these 5 experts here, is inspired by nature. Inspired by nature. Then again, these were found out by people who were inquisitive, who were receptive, who had their antennas open. Next. Abilities, you can judge how ingenious you are, how innovative you are. I'll take another 5 minutes or so. If you are moody, don't blame yourself. Innovators are often moody tomorrow. Even if you are a bit eccentric, don't worry. Don't let your parents worry, because all creative geniuses have been off the track. Persistent, independent, uninhibited, creative traits. These are some special characteristic traits of people who are innovative, imaginative, creative. I repeat, creative, imaginative, innovative. Next. There are 4 parts of an innovation mind. You are exploring new things. You are an artist. You are giving shape to the dough or the clay or your idea. You are a judge to find out, is it right? Should I do it this way or that way? And finally, you are a warrior. You are developing, you are delivering. So, explorer, artist, judge, and warrior. All 4 traits are essential for being an innovative person. Next. Luck. Don't say, oh, he was lucky, I was not. Luck is the sense to recognize an opportunity and the ability to take its advantage. You call him fortunate because he has trained himself to be fortunate. Next. So, what's the lesson you carry back from here? Determine the thing that can be done and that should be done, then find a way. And who said this? Abraham Lincoln, a person who was defeated in presidential election for 6 times or 7 times. He didn't give up, he knew what to do. Next. There is no comparison between what is lost by not succeeding and what is lost by not trying. I tried but lost, tried but lost. It's far better than I didn't try because I knew I'd lose. These are typical Gyan which I say you will have to listen to at the end of my lecture. Next. In the power to change yourself, young students, this is the final message I will give to you. It's the power to change the world around you. If you cannot do it, that's a part of it. That means you change yourself and try to change your surroundings. That's difficult, but that's not impossible. Next. In the power, next.
This is last.
That's the last slide?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I end my lecture with a particular verse of 4 lines, and that will be the end of your trauma, sitting there for half an hour, 45 minutes. This is a thing which is I am very fond of, and I think those of you who have heard me before may remember that Sir repeats the same thing, because it's to be repeated. If not every month, maybe every week, if not every day. Good timber never grows at ease. Good timber never grows at ease. The stronger the wind, the tougher the trees. Good timber never grows at ease. The stronger the wind, the tougher the trees. In sun or in rain, in sun or in rain, in storm or in snows, in sun or in rain, in storm or in snows, in man or in trees, the best timber grows. In man or in trees, the best timber grows. So don't be afraid of hardships in life. Be imaginative, be creative. Keep your antenna open and think widely when it demands. Thank you very much.
That was a wonderful and inspiring session for all of us. Now I request our senior coordinator, Mrs. Renu Sinha, to present a token of appreciation to sir. Thank you, sir, and thank you all.
13 नंबर पे रहता है। उसके बाद आप प्रोग्राम डाल सकते हैं। यहाँ पे जैसे आप देख रहे हैं GND 2 पॉइंट है, 5 वोल्ट 2 पॉइंट है। तो बेसिकली जैसे हम लोग रेड बल्ब यूज़ करते हैं तो कभी कभी वो आर्डिनो में फ्यूज़ आते हैं, बट ये है आपका आर्डिनो शील्ड। इसमें अगर हम लोग लगा के यूज़ करेंगे तो फ्यूज़ होने का चांसेस बहुत कम होते हैं। तो ये जैसे हम लोग आर्डिनो शील्ड इधर इंस्टॉल कर रहे हैं। ये पिन्स बहुत फ्रेगाइल होता है तो इसको हम लोग को आराम से फिट करना पड़ता है। ठीक है, इसमें भी नॉर्मली वही है। इधर डिजिटल पिन है।
आप लोग अपने ग्रुप से एक चूज करिए जो ये ब्रिज बनाएगा। अगर आप लोग चाहते हैं तो इफ आर इंटरेस्टेड, कौन बनाएगा?
Here also. Come. Only on the back. Only on the back.
Actually, we are having robot FIFA here. So this event basically comprises of 2 boats, one on this side and one on the other. So I would like to tell you the rules. If a bot does the goal from behind the line, they will get 5 points. And if they do the goal from after that line, they will get 2 points. If the opponent bot touches the penalty line of the another bot, they will get a penalty. Thank you. So we'll start now.
What team's ready? 2 points. Team A 2 points.
Always remember, don't argue with the
गोल हुआ, पेनल्टी नहीं हुआ, गोल हुआ। 2 points team B. 2 points team B.
Okay, last round. Apurva, this will be last round.
Sir, we are having 2 half times, 1.5 minutes each. हाफ टाइम ठीक है, फाउल भी हो हाफ टाइम नहीं, तो फाउल नहीं होता है हाफ टाइम, तो पता है हाफ टाइम है, तो प्लीज चेंज द साइड्स
between both the teams, both teams 2 point each. So we are going to start the second half.
So both boys ready? Line ready?
Okay, so the students who have came from the other school should be ready. Who thinks they can operate this robot? Come. There are only 2 teams.
Wait. Sir, there are 2 students.
No, after this round.
After this round. After this round.
After this round.
Time out.
Okay, next team ready?
Tie.
There's a tie, na?
There's a time.
Who is the next team?
Next team is.
My name is Prakash.
Your classes?
I am a 10th class.
I studied 10th class.
Is Vikas Maravesh, class 10. I am Muhammad Murassir, class 10.
Thank you.
The circuit is known as microcontroller.